Hi, I'm Chris, and today I'll be talking about STL's 12-hole Plastic Tenor Ocarina. This is the ocarina that I most often recommend to beginners. Not only is it a comfortable fit for most hand sizes, but the range that it plays is more versatile for many different kinds of music. It's great for practicing anytime, any place because it's virtually indestructible, and it's also a great way for more advanced players to practice advanced single-chamber playing techniques without risking breaking one of their clay ocarinas. The 12-hole plastic tenor is fully chromatic and plays in the key of C from A4 to F6, giving it a range of 1 octave plus 5 for a total of 13 notes. Another way to describe it is that it plays exactly 1 octave lower than the plastic soprano. Here's the scale. The 12-hole plastic tenor ocarina is 6.5 inches long by 3.5 inches wide. Compared with STL's plastic soprano ocarina, you can see how much bigger it is. It weighs 5 ounces, which is about the same, a little bit less than a standard iPod. Here it is next to the iPod for a better size comparison. This ocarina belongs to the transverse family of ocarinas, recognizable by its characteristic sweet potato or Zelda shape. The tenor C ocarina tends to be very comfortable for most hand sizes. If your hands are medium to large in size, the plastic tenor is probably a better choice than the plastic soprano. Children under 9 usually do better with the soprano, but 9 and up can usually play either one comfortably. The plastic tenor has a matte finish, giving it a slight texture which is smooth but not slippery. I find that it helps me keep a good grip on the ocarina while playing, and it also makes it easier to quickly cover and uncover the subholes for the notes below tonic. This ocarina's tenor range gives it a softer volume than the plastic soprano, but I would describe the overall volume as moderate to loud compared with other tenor C ocarinas. This is a great ocarina for most playing situations because it's soft enough to be played indoors, yet it's still loud enough that you can play with other musicians without being drowned out. I consider the plastic tenor to be a rising breath ocarina because it requires a little extra breath to get a clear tone on the top 3 notes, but you can still play the subholes very easily using even breath pressure, like this. This ocarina is very easy to play and requires a minimal time investment compared with other ocarinas. Its easy breath requirements make it ideal for beginners, especially if they have no previous woodwind experience or if they're new to music in general. Because it's highly durable and less shrill than a soprano ocarina, beginners may find that they have more opportunities to practice whenever and wherever it's convenient. It's also a great value for inline and pendant ocarina players who want to learn the transverse ocarina without spending a lot of money. Even if you eventually decide to upgrade to a much nicer clay ocarina, it's still a great idea to keep a good quality plastic ocarina around. Plastic gives you a sort of freedom to experiment with different techniques for playing the highest notes, and it also can help you master very difficult transitions without having to worry so much about dropping the ocarina. While I prefer the tone of clay ocarinas over plastic, I find the tone of the plastic tenor to be fine for performance. It is very well made and sounds excellent for a plastic ocarina. The plastic tenor is more resonant than the plastic soprano, and you can use vibrato very easily. The notes have a slight texture, and I would describe the overall tone as being slightly less bright than the plastic soprano for a more mellow sound. Plastic ocarinas in general have a tendency to collect moisture in the mouthpiece much faster than clay ocarinas, and as this happens, the ocarina's tone will start to degrade. From time to time, you'll need to clear it out by covering the voicing hole, located on the underside of the ocarina, with your thumb, and blowing a quick blast of air through the mouthpiece, like this. There are a couple of things you can do to get better sounding high notes on your plastic tenor. The most important thing to remember is to use plenty of breath on the top 3 notes. If you don't, you will sound flat, and the notes themselves will sound very weak and airy, like this. That, combined with the technique called the acute bend, in which you tilt your head forward towards your chest for the 3 highest notes, can help you achieve the best possible results for the high notes. Tenor C ocarinas are very versatile for many kinds of music. Like sopranos, the faster, more upbeat music sounds great, but I find that the slower, more melodic and expressive pieces, like adagios and arias, sound especially nice on the tenor range. You'll probably want to experiment and see what sounds good to you. If you're a new player, I recommend sticking to easier songs that you already know at first. If you only want one ocarina, I recommend getting a Tenor C ocarina, because many of the songs you may want to learn are already in the key of C. And if this is your very first ocarina, I highly recommend the Plastic Tenor. Well, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching.